This is a quick overview of how we create a production website from Figma designs. In Figma, the pages for the individual website are defined. So you have the home page, the platform page, about us, contact us, etc. And all these pages are linked through prototype settings. So this particular app bar specifies that if you click the products menu, it navigates to the platform page. If you click the home button, it goes to the index page. So all of these are all defined in Figma. Now each page has several components, and these components are responsive. So for example, this particular digital experience platform component shows these cards in a columnar way, and in mobile it shows them stacked. So the designer can design all of the components, how it should appear in desktop, tablet, and mobile. They have complete control over the entire user experience. Apart from responsiveness, we also have interactivity. This particular image component, interactive image component, has, let me go to the master, has a way in which when you click here, it'll go to this. It basically zooms this image into the entire frame, and that is all defined as an interactive element, interactive component within Figma. Apart from that, we also support animations. In Figma, this design pattern has been designed so it switches to the different variants after a delay. So if you go to the prototype settings, after delay it changes to variant 2, and in variant 2 it goes to variant 3, etc., etc., and then it cycles back to the first variant. So once all of these elements are designed in Figma, then Consumer Mesh layers on additional information on each node to create a production website. So we have a plugin that you can configure different components on a per node basis. So we support different elements for navigation, app bar, footer, breadcrumbs, form elements, the standard form elements. We support maps. We support pagination for multiple rows. We have dynamic expressions, literals, file links, etc. We support some basic visualization like a radial chart, and we have semantic HTML. So on each node that you need this information, you tag it, configure the component, and then generate the code. So once you hit next, we validate the design. If there are any issues in the design, like it's not going to work in the generated code, we flag it here. Let's generate the code. What this does is it takes in all of the information in Figma. It starts with the starting flow and then sends it to the service that generates the front end and the back end code. The front end code is already integrated with the back end code. What that means is the site, the content for the site is driven from Drupal. Now this is the home page of the website. All of the elements that you see here are from design. So the hero caps title, for example, is basically the hero caps title. So we take the node names and create the labels in the content management. So it's an easy one-on-one between the design and the content management. The final website, it just said code generated, which meant it had updated Drupal and kickstarted a deployment of the website with the new content model. So the website preview is a dynamic preview which allows you to make changes rapidly, change content rapidly, and preview them quickly. The other one is the dev site, which is more stable, and that is right here. And again, this is responsive, so all of the elements here that you see is all responsive. And I showed you the animated elements, animated components that has been designed in Figma. This is how it looks in a production website. And for the platform, I had showed you interactive components. Basically, this zoom is what was designed in Figma. So we use interactive elements from Figma and generate production code. Now all the content for this comes from Drupal. So I showed you the home page. Let me show you the platform page where those images are. And all of these are all rich text, so you can have advanced formatting. And all of the elements come from Drupal. So all of the images, text, everything is defined in the CMS. The content author has complete control over the final site. Now, after entering content, then you'd basically have to push these changes. So we don't use Drupal to render the website. We use Drupal as just a content repository, like a headless CMS. We then build the front-end code that pulls all the content and creates a static site. And so the final site is very, very high performant because it's a static site. So you can see the snappiness in which the pages change, etc. So all of the performance is because of a static site. This is just a brief overview. We have several elements and components and overrides. Basically, we take any Figma design, not just some standardized components that we create. Any Figma design, we tag it with the component functionality in Consumer Mesh, and then we can generate the entire production website.